another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. In your madika, yabika kokwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo. Mwanemo, it's an honor having you on board. When I'm singing along, holy, 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 Namdekano is another Savior. Gonna sing along, holy, 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 Namdekano is another Savior. When I sing along, holy, 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 is another Savior. Getting moving right and getting moving faster now. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, holy, getting moving right, getting moving faster. Yeah, for freedom. Is another Savior. Yeah, for freedom. Holy, 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 Namdekano is another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Another Savior.
Holy, 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 Adimebujuku, another Savior.
Well, this is Mobien. This is dedicated to the gallant heroes of the Nigerian Biafra War and IPO families all over the world. I remember the Nigerian Biafran War, in the thickness of the Biafra genocide. Hey, one man revived the vanishing hope to life. Let the great Biafran army to fight, and they were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. They were singing out, holy, 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 is another Savior. Holy, 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 is another Savior. Many years after the genocide, whoa, yet another great leader has risen up now. Oh, and he's leading the Biafrans to victory. In your madika, yabika kokwa namno. Hey, anamekele mazuche mefo.
One name. Assalamu alaikum ya Jama. Good morning, everybody from here, wherever you are joining us from. Good morning. It's a beautiful day today. I mean, on this part of the world. It's drizzling a little bit. I don't know where you are. But that's not just the reason. We might be having showery. We are at this point, let's say 90% certain But in Nigeria, all of us leave. We're going to wait till the last minute to say it's gonna happen. But yes, but as of now, sure they will be with us today, maybe the next 2, 3 hours from now. But before the end of the show, for sure, we'll be very, very sure. We'll be 100% sure. But at this point, 90% sure that Showore will be with us. So it will be should be interesting. So clear your calendar, rush up everything you have to do or you are doing at the moment, and get a popcorn, grab a beer, whatever that will make you relax and just enjoy how we'll bring Showore to you later in the day. But today, as usual, we'll do what we know how to do here every morning. We'll be talking about Nigeria. Today we'll be talking about Peter Obi, Tinubu, and Atiku. Again, Konkoso is left out. All right. I'll protest another day. But let's talk. Today we are going to be talking about Obi. Yeah, whether if he should continue to be in the race or he should resign based on his past failure, which is interesting. There also we talk about again we can't talk about PDP or Atiku without the G5 as a noun call, but we don't know. Maybe at the end of today there might be either going to be a G4 or there will not be anything G anymore because I also understand that the both parties are aiming at to see the God, the Father himself, the Godfather himself. That is Babangida. And on the Tinubu side, well, according to chairman of APC Adamu, he said Tinubu will be elected as the president, and Mabuari talk out. Already, I can feel how the obedience will come here and just you know try to describe it. But we'll see. So we are going to be eating the three candidates. I just hope anybody that will come on today to speak for his or her candidate will be from the angle of selling this candidate to us. This attack of it is actually making this candidate going stronger. So yes, we will be wrapping up that. There's a lot wrapping up in that with this space. So based in my state, today is in Benin, and I'm waiting for feedbacks. Let's have some clips. And yeah, it's a lot happening. So people fighting over money too while he was in Enugu, being Abia. The people who say they know they collect shishi, they are rattling themselves over shishi. I'm disappointed, not because it start early. I expect now after the election they will begin go after each other because of money. So the man was they give shishi. Hey, American midterm cost about $16.7 billion. Just saying. To those who know they give shishi, to those who know what spend money, midterm election cost $60.7 billion. That's something. So just think about it first. It's a game of money. Not be for me and you. A money business. The money game. Anyway, we going over all this with our panelists. And let me use the opportunity to say thank you for everyone, those that will come on the screen, on the comment section. Thank you in advance. And you that is sitting on the couch, you're on your road driving, you're taking a walk, walking your dog, going to the market, wherever you are in part of the world at this moment and you are listening to me, you are welcome. There's so many ways you can actually support our platform to be bigger, have more programs, wake up to it every morning. You can as well buy a coffee, you can go to the coffee section, click on that link on your screen, and you're 3 steps from there, and you buy a coffee. You are free to buy as many as you can 20, 50, 100, 1, 2. There's no limit to it. And also, there's a cash app that you can actually so use if that is convenient for you. There's a PayPal, there is a super chat. That's another easy way to actually support the channel. If you want to allow your a point that you are making on the comment section and you think we want us to get to it as soon as you post it, you can do that with super chat. And so also you are doing that also to support us. Or just by watching and listening and feedback. All these things you can do even while we are not live. That's the beauty.
Also, Ovie, just a quick one to you as well. Just since we have Showore coming up in a couple of hours, he's booked, and we're hopeful that he will turn up. So, if you have any questions you want us to put to him, put them in the comment section, and we will endeavor to put it to him.
Yes. So we'll be, send your question from now to by the time we have him and be sure that we are going to be, putting them before Shuri. So yes, that being said, I never get a company but now. So let me enjoy. Let me go wild. Let me Yes, Adamu, we all know Adamu Garba. Adamu Garba was contested to be a president at the point. Even this year, I think he gave up when the form started costing more than his total assets. I'm just kidding. Yes, but he complained that it's become the forms are too expensive. That's why But so he's I don't know. The last time I heard from him was when he was pointing out how the international lions, the Americans, the French, the German, and everybody, how they are setting their military base across our borders, neighboring countries. That was the last time I heard from him. Today, he's he's jumping on what is trending currently. The chieftain of All Progressive Congress, APC, Adamu Garba, has asked the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Peter Obi, to withdraw from the 2023 presidential race following a revelation by Governor Charles of Anambra. This is funny. Earlier reported that Soludo, in an interview on China's television Political Today on Thursday evening, said the investment made by Peter President made by Obi during his time as Anambra governor were what next to nothing. That's that is a fact. I don't know. He's a capitalist. He's an investment banker. If I'm right, I mean, he's been successful in his business. How come when he got free money to invest, he misinvested it? That's exactly what it is. When it comes to his own money, I mean, you can't tell him anything. He's very successful at managing his money. Man, somebody who is in charge of a bank in his 30s, that says a lot. He didn't inherit money, nothing given to him. He actually started from the scratch and was able to make the best use of the opportunity that was presented to him. Yes, when we see why he's successful, I'm saying that because, of course, it is money. He work hard to get the money. But when he becomes the chief executive of the state, when free money is available to him to play with, guess what? He misplays his game. All of a sudden, he is not that brilliant investment banker. He's not that brilliant importer. It's not that no. What happened? Is it because he doesn't know how the money was generated? It's tax money. So if it's a fact that he failed, I am with Adamu. Yes, I'm taking stand with Adamu on this one. There's no point running because I will be scared for him to be in charge of our resources. How is he going to manage it? Is he going to be putting our resources where in the name of investment and at the end of the day nothing to write home about? That is very, very, very risky. So it's good, it's prudent as they stay with money. You know how to save money. They save the save money. But what did you save it for? The whole point of saving money is to invest it to multiply it for tomorrow unforeseen circumstances. But you put the money where both the principal and the profit is not where to be found. I don't know if I want to trust my country with that kind of a manager. Yeah, one might be saying I'm biased because I'm a Konkoso guy. Maybe rightly so, but I'm taking this position because the obedience make a lot of noise about how he invested $10,000 and it become $100 billion overnight. Right? Remember where we be 2, 3 months ago? That was the thing. That was the whole thing. He invested 10,000, he made this. He invested that money here, he saved it. But apparently they are running at the loss. They should not be going for seeking for any public office at this point. I agree with that call because as we speak, the guy, oh, the biggest guy in crypto industry. I'm not crypto now. FTX, who worth about 36 billion dollars. He lost that money pretty much within 48 hours. Why? Because of bad investments. That's exactly what it is. And guess what? As we speak today, he has already resigned as the head of that company. And that is his own money. Okay? Coupled with other people's investment. When you misuse, when you I mean a lot of our Nigerians don't even know that this guy invested that money until 8 to 10 years later when he's running for presidency that everybody begins to know, oh, he invested it, he invested it, he invested this. Come to think of the investment is already out the window. So I think there was something I read about somebody speculating about whatever investment. What if I have seen what I have seen today, the value of this investment is what next to nothing. So let's leave that aside. This is Soludo's reacting to the interview in a tweet via his Twitter page on Friday. Garba said the Labour Party candidate lied about the investment he made on behalf of the state. The APC chieftain therefore advised Obi to withdraw from the 2020 presidential poll and apologize to Nigeria for forceful hold. He wrote, Peter Obi lies are further exposed by for Governor of Obi, heavily Anambra State, Chukwu Soludo. Soludo pay Soludo say Peter Obi beer factory investment is next to nothing, might have been in existence. Peter Obi should withdraw from the presidential race. I mean, maybe a withdrawal is the thing, but does he have a legitimate reason to do for that? Because that's one of the selling points. If that is one of your selling points, and we find out that is a lie, then where do we go from here? Samuel Emirem said Adamu Garba is obviously threatened by the intimidating real leadership personality surging of Mr. Peter Obi. In his best interest, he should essentially get to be. Oh, come on now, really? Are you sure that that's why he's coming from that? Why, I mean, why is he threatening though? I don't get it. He's not contesting. Well, it is the real leadership personality that is surging that you are talking about that we have questioned that is on the table as we speak. If we say he invests the state money and he makes billions of profit already, and we find out it's a lie, what does that say about his personality? Hmm? So I was trying to see your reason, Mr. Samuel, but I'm sorry, Kojo. Kojo, Kojo. Let's go to a PDP crisis. Wike and the G5 hit major setback as one governor reportedly cut article ahead of the polls. I'm not surprised. I know they are just, you know, having fun with their various states' money, dancing across the country, acting like slave queens, singing and dancing with taxpayers' money. But of course, That's not important. We don't focus on that. Focus on the message they are trying to portray, the message they are dancing with presidency now they are torn. And this time and age, Abba. One of the aggrieved governor known as the G5 supporting the Rivers State Governor Nelson Wike against the People Democratic Party president, PDP, and his presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar may soon abandon the group, causing a major setback. Recall Governor Wike together with the governors Sheye Makinde, Akezua, Abia. Yeah. We remember. The aggrieved governor claimed that the national chairman of the party, he or she, made promise that he's going to resign if the Banana Party won. Yeah. We get all that. But new report emerging has shown that Governor Pedro may become the first among the aggrieved Southern party. Okoro na go first take the first shot to abandon the Juba following Thursday visit to Abia PDP delegation to Atiku. The PDP Abia governorship candidate, Professor Eliza Uche Econem, whom the governor endorsed to succeed him at the party governorship primary, led the delegation. I mean, I've always been saying it. These guys have something to lose. They cannot afford to gamble or blindly follow Wike, who has nothing to lose. Well, Wike has a lot to lose, but in terms of coming back to the system, the opportunity available to four other governors is not available to Wike. What do I mean by that? These guys want to come back as Senate. Equizza, for instance, has the Senate ambition. For the ticket, he wants to come back. He anointed somebody to succeed him as a governor who is in PDP governorship candidate. You are not going to do your own selfishness just because your dream fought short. You will now use that to jeopardize every other person that hold a ticket under PDP in your state. That's exactly what you guys are about to do. Yes, the presidential election, senatorial election, and the House of Rep coming up the same day. Yes, okay, you did everything you can to make sure you work against the presidential candidate. But guess what? Don't forget that the guy that you work against, the person of Atiku, is not a church rat. It's not a pushover. It's not somebody you can do bad. I think you are go to bed, sleep. This guy will use everything within his power to make sure not just your candidate didn't win, even if you win your own race as a senate, being better elected, tell you this man has the power to go and make sure everything doesn't go well as planned. Now, I'm not saying he's threat or he's going to do that, but that's an option available to him. So I don't think it makes sense for them to take this fight all the way just because you do not get what you want. You guys play the game wrong. You want the presidency to come to the south, could be fine. But it's bigger than just screaming it or just demanding it. You have to work for it. While you are busy making demands, your mates are working. And they outwork you, obviously. They beat you to the game. Be be a sportsman. You lost. Okay. More 4 years you fight again. But no, instead you guys decide to say no, if we don't have it, the person who have it is not going to win. I mean, it's also a right. You have the right to go that route. But the same right that you have, the same power that you think you have, is available to everybody. And everybody is allowed to use it for how he or she is then fit. I think I have Mr. A.
Yes, sir.
Alpha. I just only me just dey
Adeo
run my mouth.
Alpha.
Only me just dey run my mouth.
You there alone?
I dey only dey run my mouth.
You just there, they run your mouth. Who else they
Only me,
who else did the show?
everybody there. Only me and you now.
Just you and I. How come now?
Mhm. Well, it's Friday, People Most of the people I have here, they are bachelors, so
Okay.
they're out there running the town. I think.
I be they don't go I be they don't go Benin. I be they don't become obedient. They go
Well,
shut down Benin City.
that's part of it too. So you never can tell.
Hey, I think the show yesterday was interesting. I was too tired, to join. Actually, I thought it was interesting. They are
What
going
time
back and
was the
forth on
night?
this.
The night one.
Yeah, the night one. Yes, yes. They was
Oh
going
yeah,
back and forth on the Obi the investment, and I think Soludo was making a remark,
yeah.
that the investment is
Well,
worthless.
well,
Blah
well,
blah
well,
blah.
well. You have opportunity to actually talk about it now. What do you say
Yes,
about
yes.
Obi? If what
So
Soludo is saying is a fact, if it's true,
no,
then
it's nonsense. It's nonsense. Look, that
what, no,
see, I
is
think
it
what
no?
we
Wait,
have to
wait,
do
wait. What do you mean? Is it true or not? It's not about nonsense. This
is
is a
not
man.
look. Let me forward you some, because you can also you can simply Google and get this stuff. It's not rocket science. Look, I think it is fair to criticize Obi and any other candidates. And it's more than fair. I
No,
think they
but
have
what will
to.
Soludo gain by criticizing Obi
No,
or
but
by
so
talking
I
down on
think
him? By talking down on him. By talking down on him. What will he gain?
yeah, it's competition now. I mean, I think that's
No,
my opinion.
he's
Let me
not.
say this is my opinion, right? Look, Soludo is trying to let's say let's say prime himself, for future run for presidency. That's what I think. I think if
So does that
he's
mean?
like,
Are you saying he's lying?
huh?
Are
He's
you
not
saying he's
lying.
lying then?
He's not. He's not
Okay.
lying. He's not lying. But what? See, you are a reasonable man, right? You are an educated person, right?
That's what
You
he
are
said.
educated, right? You can think. You can reason. Correct?
Yes, that's
Can
what he
you
said.
reason? Can
That's
you
what he
reason?
said.
No, now I'm asking you. Can you
I'm,
reason?
I'm having a conversation with you, obviously.
No. Okay. Good. Okay. So let me put this to you. Let's say, for example, in 2014, you left investment. Let's say you left investment of 150 million, right? At 2015 to somebody else. At that time,
Okay.
you left office. So 8 years ago, after 8 years, somebody else new comes in and they ask him, hey, the investment that Edward left in 2014, how is it? And you say, well, when I came in, yeah, that investment is worth nothing. There's nothing there. Okay, right? Now, who should we first of all turn to understand exactly what happened to that investment? The person who left it or the person who managed it after he left? Who?
No, first of all, it's the person who will make the investments. Because I want to believe that he made that investment to
Mm-hmm.
live beyond him.
So what?
That's what to live beyond him. Right? The investment is not for him to necessarily reap the benefit. Person
Of
who
course, for the
invested
state,
that
yeah.
only.
But
So he
yeah,
invested so that years down the road, the benefit will come.
what
That's
is
the
what
whole
is
point
what
of
is
making that investment,
okay?
right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
So
of
then
course,
years
yes.
down the road,
Mm-hmm.
it's not making any profit.
No, that's not what he
So
said. Uh-uh. That's not what
it's nothing to run home about. It's nothing.
it's
It's not
not. He
making
didn't say
profit.
no. You're not listening. You're not listening. He did not say, he said there's nothing there. It's worth nothing, which means the question is, to Obiano, for example, did he change the investment? Did he withdraw from the investment? Did he cash out the investment? Did he do anything? That's the question
Wait,
that they have
what do
to.
you mean? What do you mean? If you invest money, if I
If
invest
you
my money in Apple, what am I going to do?
but can you sell your shares in Apple at any time? Can you?
I can sell my share, yes, if it's making money.
Okay,
I'm not going to sell at a loss. I will sell when I'm making money.
exactly. So if Obiano sold some shares or he took out money from the investment or he stopped from the investment, can he do that? I'm just asking. Can he say, hey, for example, you know what? I'm in need of money. I'm running like because keep in mind, Obi left him like, a lot of
Yeah, but
money.
is
Also
that
like
what?
in that.
Wait,
Wait, let me
is that
finish
what he
now.
did?
Sorry.
Go ahead, go ahead. Finish.
Yeah. So I think the way you have to approach this is first of all, get the verification. Did Obi leave money? Yes or no? And if he
No, we
did
are not.
investment,
It's
wait a
not. It's
minute
not like.
now. Wait. Because I think the contention yesterday was,
No.
who
Okay, yesterday.
whether Obi left money or not, whether he left 75 billion.
No. The question I'm asking you is not what he left or what he saved. It's
So, but you
what
have to
he
start from there.
invested. No,
Wait a
wait
minute.
now. Can you just listen? Let me ask you a question,
Sure.
because he said it himself that he invested money. If I remember clearly at the beginning of the declaration, those were the top points that he invested in Brewell.
That's not the only thing.
That is what
that's
we are talking about.
That's our side, but that's our side of it. Just go on. Forget about the brewery.
Can you listen to me? He is executive
ahead.
governor. Of course, he has all many things that he put in hands. So I know they have done so many things. I'm not saying everything he done is bad. No, but we are just being specific on this one.
You know what I would do? You know what I would do now? Let's talk from a point of facts. I will forward you document right now. Let's start to review that document, because now we're talking from. You see, that's what I say. Sometimes when we have this discussion, it's better to have the discussion based on facts, not based on conjecture.
Are you saying what Soludo said is not a fact?
I don't know. What is the fact? I don't know if it's a fact or not a fact. But you are now saying, that's why I say it's a nonsensical argument that you're saying right now. But you were saying, like, that's why I say, let's first of all establish, let's say, for example, right, I manage, let me say, for example, I am, how would I give this example? Let's say, I think it's a fair example to give. Okay, governor. So Obi was a governor today, I guess the 31st of March, 2014. Okay? He left money in the coffers. He left investments, in the coffers for the next governor. Now, after the second governor after him, served, right? If the governor after Obiano is now saying, like, that investment is worth nothing, for example, then the question is to ask is, first of all, hey, how much did Obi leave when he was leaving? Okay, let's first of all establish that. Is it really true? What is the truth in that? First of all, the second thing, wait now. Let me finish first now.
You are confusing me now. I'm not
confusing you, because you are trying to move that conversation into some. Sorry?
He invested in Brewell. Let's focus on that. His investment in Brewell. That's what we're talking about. I'm not talking
about. What did he invest in the brewery? That's not what we're talking about. That's not the investment. That's not the investment that we're talking about. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Forget about it.
It is not about savings.
Mr. Ed, his immediate predecessor, Willie Obiano, also said the Peter Obi investment narrative is a scam, and we played the video yesterday. So I don't think
so one man, it's a good thing that you're here. And so as you always say, when you come, make sure you come tight and correct, right? That's what you always say. Is that correct?
That's the rule.
Okay, great. So I'm coming tight and correct right now with factual document that I just pulled up from the internet right now. It's all over the internet. It's no secret about it, because it was already released a long time ago. Wait a minute.
Mr. Head, I'm sorry.
Wait now. Can I land? I just want to, create, because we have conversation back and forth every time, but there's because I don't want to talk when I'm not seeing document in front of me to say. So if you say Obiano says something and you're going by that one statement that he said, but you didn't corroborate it with any other statement, any other document, nothing else, then that for me, that sort of like make that accusation or what he said, still open, right, to verify exactly what he said. Keep in mind, I don't know that debate. Can you tell me which year was that? Was that his first term or his second term re-election?
Hold on. I don't understand what is so confusing here. I don't get it for real. What is so confusing?
What is confusing is that you don't have the document in front of you. You're speaking of something.
Wait, no. Are you saying Soludo as a person is not credible? Everything he said is a lie? I mean, if you believe that, then there's no we can say okay.
I don't know. So what did he say? He said the investment. What did he say? Investment is worth nothing or whatever.
Right? So my God, it's nothing.
It is what
I don't know what I want to use.
Sorry?
He said the investment is worth next to nothing.
Okay. Now the question is, did he provide any proof what the investment is now worth compared to what it was worth back then? Did he give any proof, or he just said it? It's a question now. You say somebody says something. One person.
Is the person.
You have to examine the pedigree of the person making.
Not the pedigree. No. Yeah. Now you say pedigree. Yeah. Okay. Come on. You have to examine the pedigree. Okay.
Sorry. If a brain specialist pronounces a diagnosis on a brain situation, are you
Yeah.
in a position to question him, you, Mr. Ed?
Yeah, but he has to show me the photos, of the
Oh
of
my
the of the
God.
of the scan, right?
If he shows you the
No, no,
photo,
but he
then
has
what
no.
do you have the
So
you have the
so
capacity to hold on.
let me
If
let me ask you. Let me.
hold on. If a brain
Yes.
specialist shows you the photos, do you have
Uh-huh.
both the intelligence or the knowledge base to
Yes.
understand what the photo tells you?
Yeah.
Is it not the one that will interpret the photo for you? What will you make of the photo?
So I would say yes. If you show me the photo and say this is the photo I'm interpreting, I would say it's right. I don't have no objections against that.
You
Of
will
course
say
not.
it's right. Or on what
Of
premise
course.
would you say? So, on what premise would you say that a brain specialist is right on what he's saying? What is your training to say that?
No, because he's not acting on the capacity as a professional. He's acting as the capacity as a politician. He
No,
has
but
a different hat on.
He's
sorry,
a governor.
I'm using that analogy to tell you that the former governor of Central Bank, one of the
Mhm.
leading financiers on this planet, Charles
Yeah.
Soludo, is
Uh-huh.
telling you that an investment is worth next to nothing. Now, I don't know your training, but I'm
Okay.
not sure that your training supersedes his authority to speak in that matter.
Okay, great. So let me give you that. So I think this is a mute discussion, anyways. Like
Well,
the,
it
the
is
debate.
really
Let me
quite
say
redundant.
Soludo is
We
right.
are clutching at straws.
No. So let's say Soludo is right. Okay, Soludo is right. Let's say it's worth nothing. Whose fault is it that it's worth nothing?
Well, the
The
person
investor.
who made the bad investment is the
What are you
question.
talking about?
Who made the bad investment?
How do you know what's a bad investment?
Because
Oh
it's
my
worth
God.
next to nothing.
Okay. Do you know whether or not the Obiano guy cash out the investment?
There's no
Like,
indication that he did. Soludo did not say he did. He said the investment. If he's saying the investment, that
Yeah,
is
but
to tell you that.
there is a newspaper report.
Sorry. We can just.
Can
look,
I?
It's very
So can I
basic.
can I
Mr.
respond?
Ed, Mr. Ed, hold on, Mr. Ed.
Let me
Hold
just
on,
Let me
Mr. Ed.
let me talk now.
Hold on.
just
Can
land
you hold
it.
on?
Hold on, sorry. I
Jesus.
beg
Hold on.
your pardon, Ovie. It's yours, so apologies. But let me just
So
land it, and then you can have your pushback. It's just basic logic where we are. It's even elementary, rudimentary logic. A
great.
senior financier with a global reputation is telling us that an investment is worth nothing. So
Mhm.
you're asking, if how do we know if Obiano has cashed out or not? We know that Obiano has not cashed out because the sitting incumbent current governor is referencing that investment. So that is to tell you that it still does exist, but the vast fortunes that Peter Obi had invested in whatever he invested in has dwindled out to absolute almost zero. And these are not my words.
Okay.
These are the words of one of the world's leading financiers, Charles
Okay.
Soludo.
No, great. Great. No, great. I give you that. Let me give you that one. Let just give me 1 minute just to land, okay? Because then we can talk from then. I will leave that to the other panel to discuss. Then you can take, because you asked me yesterday, right? You say if you have something, send it to me. I sent it to you again, but you didn't present it yesterday again. I watched the show, this morning, but you didn't
The
present it.
window did
Okay.
not open. The window did not open.
I did, my friend. Okay, but okay. Let me say this. Okay, so let's give that to Soludo. You are right. So it's worth nothing. But the next question is, what investment did Obi make? I don't, on your show yesterday you discussed that hey, you don't have any
We have the answer to that as well. We have the answer to the investment that Obi made. Obi
what is the
made,
answer?
yes, bad investments. Bad
No. How
investments.
much money did he invest? What do you?
That's not
I think
what we are
there was a
talking
dispute
about.
about the 75
Mr. E,
billion.
Mr. E,
And
Obi
Is
is
that how
not
it's
God.
going to
It's
it
battle.
means
okay, wait.
bad investments?
Okay, wait. Okay, great. Okay, but can I forward you the documents now? You show it on screen for everybody to see.
Now, Eddie, wait. Let me ask you this question. What makes you believe that I am going to take the document from a random person over that of the governor? What makes you
But
believe
this
that?
is the government of the official government document, not
No, I am not going to take it over the governor's word. It's not done. I'm not going to do that. You should know.
sorry.
I'm not going to take any other word over what the governor said. It's not going to happen. Obi, see what you are saying. Obi is not a God. It's not
No.
perfect. He's bound to make mistakes in some area, and this is one of them. It's not a big deal. Obi is not Obi is now human being like every me and you now. He's bound to make mistakes, invest, and fail. That's normal.
Okay,
That's what business people do.
If it is not a big deal, why are you overflogging the whole thing? I mean, you have
Because they
overanalyzed
made it
it.
as a because they made it as a point in the beginning. And that
You have
particular investment, it
overflogging
was
the
a
whole
big
thing.
deal.
But I thought when my time comes, I have a lot of points to make. Thank
Yeah,
you.
But
I'm pointing it out today because at the initial
he
stage
has
of
run
his
away.
campaign,
Look at that. The
yeah,
obedience has
exactly.
run away. Eh?
I'm making a big deal because at the initial stage of his campaign, that was the thing. Invest also thing. He invested naira, he's making millions. He's going to invest Nigeria 100 naira and make billions. That was the thing. So that's why I'm bringing it out.
So Ovie is right. We are not making a big deal out of it. Peter Obi is making a big deal out of it. Every opportunity he talks about is investment, but the person in charge of that space, the two people that have succeeded him, they said that it is running a scam.
One man, that's your own statement. He didn't say anything about scam. You know, you
Now go,
always turn
now
things
go
around.
ahead. Okay, go ahead, man of prestige. Investment
Yeah,
that he made, Soludo
I
come out
think
and say it was nothing.
okay, it was nothing. Did he provide any proof?
It will prove like how.
Did he provide the proof, the document to show that the investment that was made during Obi tenure?
No,
Obiano
he
has
doesn't have
always
to. He doesn't need to
provided that.
provide. You know why? You know why? Because he
Okay,
doesn't have any reason to lie against Obi. What reason does he have?
what?
I mean,
Come
what is
on
he going to
now,
gain?
come on
No,
now.
tell me now. Tell me
Political.
now. Why will he lie against Obi? Tell me.
It's a political capital. He's playing for his own political future. So don't come here and tell me all the politicians when they come and
No,
make certain statements, he doesn't have any political capital they are playing to. That's all it is. I'm not saying it's
I
right
know.
or wrong.
No, my point
Oh, hold on,
now
hold on, hold
he's
on.
a politician. Wait now, I agree with you. He's a politician. He has
Okay.
presidential ambition in the future. But against this 2023, what is his gain? That he
He's
has to
playing
come out and lie.
He's playing it for future, political capital. That's all. I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but when you make the statement, why would he make that statement right now? That you can't even say that when it comes to politician, particular Nigerian politician. Yeah, he may
Okay,
be
let me
right,
ask
he may
you.
be wrong. I'm not here
Let me
telling
ask
you that he's right. Go ahead.
let me put this question to you, right?
Okay.
Me and you, right? We work for the same organization, the same company. I became the managing director. I had the company, and I left. I finished my term or whatever, then I left. Next on board is you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what you appear on one man show and one man out you. How's the company doing? Ovie brag a lot that he has invested the company's money and the company is making a lot of money. Now, when one man asks you that question and you know deep down in your heart that that is not the fact that is not making money, what are you going to say?
Of course, this is I mean, that's on an economic level. I would say the
No,
fact what it
we
is.
are talking about economics here
Okay,
because
okay,
he
let me say
invested
something.
real
Let
money.
me say something over here. I'm not disputing
Yeah.
what that guy said, whether it's true or not. So, but when it comes to politicians, because he came here on that forum on a political level, not as an economist. So let's be
No,
clear
I
about
agree.
that. He's
No,
an
wait now. I agree he's making a comment based on his own benefit, but he's not lying. Those comments are not lying. That's what I'm trying you to
okay,
know. Yes.
okay. Right now, I don't believe whether it's right or wrong. This is my own opinion. Some people may say he's lying. I'm not going to say that. But I need a proof to validate what he said. Let him bring the Anambra business to show where the stock is right now. If it is zero, like you said, or if maybe 10%, 12% value right now, bring it and show it raw. That's my point. When you're going to make such a statement, you need to validate your point. I'm not saying whether he's lying or wrong. I'm not privy to that. So I'm not going to stay here, come here and call him a liar. No, that's beneath me to
Okay.
do that.
No. I agree with you. They are all liars. They are all politicians, right? They are not sense.
Right.
They are not different from Abacha or Abiola or Babangida or any of them. They are all the same. Fair enough.
But yes, that's the fun.
Uh,
That's the point I'm trying to make. When he came here yesterday and said, of course, remember, what's his name? Shehu has to push him to make that statement. He probably didn't come there to make that statement. I don't know. I wasn't in his mind. He probably didn't, but he was pushed to make that statement. I mean, that man has to protect his own territory.
and his political ambition. I mean, even when they asked him about policy wise, he said, "No, I'm here for Soludo policy, not Obi, whatever Obi did." So he didn't miss word about that, and that's what you need to say. He's a politician.
Who?
So my point is that we are
Who is
now.
that? Who was speaking? Who was saying that? Who was speaking for
No,
Obiano?
I'm talking about Shehu and Soludo. During the during the TV interview yesterday. I mean, he came there
Oh,
to
sure, okay,
policy
sure.
to policy his own policy. I'm just saying, Shehu has to push him to say about this investment. I didn't think he came there to talk about that investment. Don't quote me from the
So
letter that I
yes,
saw.
of course, that's what I'm saying. That from as far as I'm concerned, he's just being honest. He just, I mean,
Okay,
there's no.
you're too generous. You can't just say somebody innocent like that. You see, that's the point.
Wait,
You have
wait,
you have to have a caveat in that. Say, okay,
no,
maybe he's innocent, maybe maybe he's trying to exaggerate or downplay the whole thing. It's possible. I'm not sure.
well,
So I'm not going to stay here and
um,
say, okay, I'm not going to come here and say he's lying or he's not lying. Okay, let's assume he's right. Let's talk about investment. Let's talk about when it comes to investment. I mean, when you make an investment, you're not sure what's going on. I mean, look at what's going on in America right now. I mean, you know how much I've lost in stock, cryptocurrency?
no, wait,
I mean, vanished.
don't tell me you.
Right.
Yeah, no, wait. Let's stay there. Let's stay there. I
Okay.
can see you like arts. I can see from your background on that. Don't tell me you invested in
No, that's
NFT.
my wife. That's my wife thing. I mean, I like it, but believe me, now my wife they do all those things. Honestly, go
Okay,
ahead.
you did not invested in NFT
And,
and crypto,
yeah, yeah. I'm heavy in those areas. Oh yeah,
and
I'm
I
heavy in
think
this.
you are taking a hit now.
I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, I say all I say. I still have some more years to work before I retire, so I'm not going to talk about. I feel like not talking about. Not just me. Me and my wife, the whole family has taken a hit. I mean, I'm talking
Oh
about
my
in my
god! Oh
lifetime.
my god!
Not even during the Trump, not even during the Bush era. When the whole thing was falling. I mean, this one was bad. Okay, maybe what we did and everything. But
Yeah, I
we
mean,
took we took a very high risk. I mean, we took it to the highest volatile level. I did, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to be hungry, but but anyway, going back to the investment we are talking about. I mean, you can't predict the future when you come to stock or any kind of investment.
no,
They are too
but you
volatile.
see, look at
Yeah.
it. Maybe tomorrow, right? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe by the next person that will come into the administration, right? If the
Uh-huh.
investment is still there, maybe we'll be making money by then. But as at this point, as we speak, the investment is running at a loss. It could get better tomorrow. We don't know. But we are here now.
Okay.
And
Over here, like over here.
as I said, listen, as I said, I know Obi must have invested in many places, right? And I believe it's not all of them are failing. Some are making profit, right? Yes, he point out that one based on political reasons, but is it true?
Okay, I mean, like yesterday, I was here on this forum yesterday, but I didn't have time to speak. I came very late, so I only have one interjection. Then I was able to make my summation, so I didn't have more time to speak. And who was kind of flogging about this investment, So my point I was trying to make, okay, he invested, like I was saying, even at all the investment that he did, I've been saying it. I probably wouldn't have been, that would have been my template to invest that money because Anambra State is not even all that to be when he came into office. So I would have invested that money. I mean, I would have used that money to build bridge and everything. That would have been a better investment, in my own opinion. But I'm not Obi. Obi did what he has to do. Now, if it is true, okay, that's a failure in that regard of in that investment. If it is true now, I always have to put that caveat. That wasn't a good
All right,
sign, but I wouldn't have done
let's
it in that way. I would have used it to build something or instead of investing. You have to, you can't just put money sitting there, particularly when it comes in Nigerian space. Well, you don't profit
let,
that much in any kind of investment.
let's
It's
go
not
to
like, yeah, go ahead.
let me take you to another place that you know more about too. I mean, you must have heard already that the midterm cost $16.7 billion. That's how much it costs both parties, right? Now,
Uh-huh.
that's a reality. Nigeria's
Mhm.
situation is not going to be different. What am I trying to say? It takes money to get that power. However you do it, there's money involved. Now, Obi say they give fish. There are a lot of video actually circulating internet as we speak where obedience are actually insulting themselves, fighting for money already. In Abia, not in the north, not in the west, not it's in Abia. This thing happened in Abia. Are you worried
Hold
that
on,
we might not
I've
have
not
enough
seen.
money?
I've not seen that video. Is it because he was in Abia State yesterday?
Yeah, it was there with it was there to the invitation of the governor, the Labour Party governorship candidates.
So he said something about money or finance, the campaign
No. I'm just saying, in that visit, there was kind of disagreement among the youth
Okay.
over money, food, and what have you, right? That's why I draw the narration of what happened in the US. That it takes money to get power, and Obi doesn't necessarily believe in that.
Well, I'm not going to say he doesn't believe. Why would you say he doesn't believe that? He doesn't want to spend his money. He's a billionaire, but not the kind of billion naira, not a billionaire. Not the kind of billion naira to finance any kind of campaign. I mean, he's rich.
Yeah,
but he doesn't want to do that. And
he spent, according to Catch, Catch Ononidu. Catch Ononidu is one of the spokesperson to one of his advisors right now. He said that Obi spent close to 11 billion to get
his own money.
Yes, when he was when he was trying to get his presidential slot on that article. This was 4 years ago.
Okay.
That he spent close to 11 billion. That's just to be a vice president.
Okay, we don't know how much that's billion naira. We don't know how much he's going to spend on this,
So, no, this one is going to cost, of course, hundreds of billion. My question is that he's a billionaire, we know that. And I don't expect him to bring his money out. Nobody do that, right?
But he's a billionaire naira, not a billionaire.
I'm talking about naira. Yes. I'm talking. We are Nigerians. We are speaking. We're talking about Nigerians now. So you're talking about naira, right?
Okay.
I don't expect, even if you watch 100 trillion, I don't expect him to spend his money solely just to get the power. That's not how it works.
The other question of VA is, how much is the salary of a vice president for Obi to spend 11 billion naira to try and secure the position?
Come on, one man. He has money already before he got into politics. I mean,
but how much is the salary? Yes. Would you spend $1 million to chase $10,000? Would you?
No, not me. I'm not a politician, so I'm not going to.
No. But as a private person, would you spend $1 million to chase $10,000?
Oh, no.
Right. So, how much is the salary of a vice president for Peter Obi to spend 11 billion naira?
Okay, I understand your point. Being that he was running for the vice president and he was spending that much in order to be a vice president. What is it? When it comes to politics, I think they take differently. It's the political value they look at, not necessarily the amount they're going to spend. They don't look at it that way. You are looking at one man. You just said something about investment, but I'm looking at this as an investment, point of view. This is political. So they're not thinking that if I go there, what is it going to be the equivalent? Because this is going to be my salary, and how much am I going to spend in order to get that position? Is it going to be less or equivalent? So they're not thinking thereby. They're thinking that it's about futuristic. In that point, they're thinking about what they're going to get in the future. And being general, not just a bit. They're thinking about what am I going to get, because it's not about the salary. Let's assume Nigeria is corrupt, so I'm not going to. It's everybody right now. So when you're going to that kind of position, not because of what your salary is, it's what am I going to get? Am I going to get what I'm investing right now? Of course, that's how most of Nigerian politicians think. They want to go there and 10 times get what they want right now.
I'm glad you said that. But Ovi, somebody sent in a clip to sort of counter the conversation you were having with Mr. Ed just earlier. So I have not watched the clip myself, but if you are okay, are you happy for us to play it? They sent in this clip to counter you. Are you happy for me to play it?
Can you hear us, Ovi?
Ovi?
I don't know if you can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, I can hear you. Sorry.
Yeah. I was just saying that somebody sent in a clip to counter your argument with Mr. Ed. So let's play it now, and then you can respond to it.
Anybody can leave.
Now, before I leave the Soludo comments and go to other things, just quickly, part of the criticism was that you left
too much money in the coffers at a time when he believed that there was actually things you could do with that money?
No. Let me tell you. Development has a pattern and time. As a governor, when I started, there was no planning in the state. I set up Ministry of Planning. Before I became governor, if you come from Asaba to Onitsha, it is like somebody who went from heaven to hell. And if you move from Onitsha to Asaba, it's like somebody who went from hell to heaven. Today, I've been able to come into Onitsha and build a 10-lane up to 6 roundabout. In Mpo, where there's a biggest congestion, I work with federal government into building a flyover there. Because one of the things that I was doing, when people say I left too much money, is that where I think things that are critical for me, rather than go and spend the limited resources of the state, I try to look for federal government, development partners, assistance in other areas. What we did in terms of the money we left, if you're operating with the depleting assets, you must save for the future. And I'll give you an example. Somebody told me yesterday, said, the foreign currency component of your saving is about $170 million, which is like about 40 billion. Which state in Nigeria can say they have 40 billion?
Okay, so all these achievements,
So that's Peter Obi speaking out of skew again. They ask him A, he will answer X. They ask him Y, he will answer Z. The lady was putting it to him that okay, so and it's a criticism. We didn't even know that Charles Soludo was on that space as well. That all these billions that he is claiming that he left is a negative with all the infrastructural deficits, and that is what Kadira was putting to him. And rather than confront that, he's telling us how we built a flyover and left 40 billion, which Obiano has told us is a lie. So that's what somebody sent in. I think it was actually George Blueshell. It was George Blueshell that sent that in. But Ovie, that was sent in to counter your narrative.
I know. I just I know understand this my obedience brother. Let me go to just stay there, power of prestige, because we are
Okay.
keeping a short. We'll see the close because as I said we are expecting Shiwore in the next hour or so. So I'll make it quick. So let me touch on everyone. Nashville, Joel.
Yeah, what's up?
So since you like
OVA,
Obi,
what's going
yeah,
on?
I did. Let's go. See, since since you now Obi, let me give you opportunity to sell Obi. You
Okay,
know your friend now, your friend Ononuju, catch Ononuju.
yes.
I know it's one of the speakers where they speak for Obi and
Mm-hmm.
the Labour Party, and he's been with Obi for over 3 years, over with like working close to him with that bishop for the past 3 years. So he knows what he's saying. He said that Obi spent close to 11 billion of his own money trying to be Atiku's area boy. Are you surprised?
Oh, well, I would like to refer, I would like to hear Obi, say something to that effect.
To that effect,
However,
okay.
however, 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 if he did, I don't see anything wrong in that.
Oh, there's nothing wrong at all.
Yeah, so see, because look, okay, look, like, I'm always straightforward. I would let you know. Look, okay, let's look at it this way, right? You see, when you're getting up in life, right? You're growing up in life, then you go to school, you get out of school, you make some money, After you make some money, what is next for you? You go for
Must be
power.
yeah, I
So
know.
that power, that thing, that is, some people will be like, oh, what is he going to gain? No, sometimes it might just be that prestige, it might not be that position, right? So he has made
Now,
all this money. he either dies with this money or use that same money to, pursue, a future career in politics. I do not see anything wrong with
I
that.
totally agree with you, man. I see
I
your
do not
reason.
see anything
But
wrong with that.
now, if Obi understands, you know, money and what and the goal that he's pursuing and the necessity, you understand it very well. Why is
Yeah.
it deceiving we the new guys? Is it that he doesn't? Why is he making them to spend their own money that they don't have? Like 35, there's about 32% unemployment in Nigeria. So those boys are hungry. Why is he allowing them to spend what they don't have? You know, by
Uh,
telling them,
uh,
they give shishi, but he's giving.
that
He's
argument,
giving shishi. No, where I'm going is that. Listen, where I'm going is that. Why is he giving money to the rich?
that
But
argument
then
is
the poor,
flawed. That argument is flawed. That argument is
Okay.
flawed. He's coming out to be the president, right? He's coming out to be the president of the Federal Republic, and we've done the mathematics here before, right? We said he's going to need over 500 billion. So 11 billion, if he spent 2 times or 3 times that, it's still a drop in the ocean. So
yes.
the issue there is
I don't have problem with I don't have problem with the money. I have problem with. Wait, I'll come to you. I'll come to you, Madam President.
No, let me ask something. Let me ask something. Let me ask something. I just want to ask something about the coffee. Hold on. Can I go?
Go ahead.
Yeah, as one man, this is the first time I'm doing the coffee part. I just want to make sure you all receive it because maybe I didn't do it right, So let me know if you all receive it. Maybe I have to do it again for the coffee, buy coffee. This is the first time I'm doing the coffee part. I just want to make sure.
Right. One man should take care of that. He will hear you. He will be able to take care. He will let us know if he says it. Before we finish, he should be able to. So Joel, I'm not there.
Yeah.
See, I don't have problem. I don't have my problem is why is it because he's giving money, so whether we like it or not, right? But why is he giving to the rich people who already have it? Why the youth are on the streets trying to spend what they don't have because they believe in his dream? Is it fair?
The money you're talking about actually does not go to the rich, right? It goes to mobilization. It goes to the people. It goes to the grassroots. If they have to do like souvenirs and all that, it goes to jingles. I mean, see, you're not running a foundation to feed people. You're running the foundation to win an election.
We all know
in
this
order to
one
win, so that's what I'm saying. So if you are saying that he should have used the money to give to this person, no, there are many people out there that needs money. Tinubu would have give them money, right? But he's not going to do that. He has an ambition, and that ambition is to
Joel,
go
I agree. I agree. My point is that me and you know that he is spending his money. Whether we like it or not, we can hide it as far as we want. We know that. We know me and you now, back on one-on-one. We know he's spending money. Whether we like it or not. You said it. That is your point of making money. What next? Is to go for power, right? So that's why he makes his money. So my question is that these kids who are doing everything to make sure he succeeds are spending their own money. Why he is giving money to people who already has it? People don't really get the money. They pay. They give them.
You are still using that same. You are still using that same terminology. People will not get. It is not if you spend 11 billion. You did not spend 11 billion giving it to every rich man you see on the road. You spend that 11 billion on jingles, like I said, mobilizing people. It's a whole lot of things you do with money during the election.
Is it different from what the rest are doing? Is it different from what the rest are doing?
No. It's not. See, like I said, it's still a drop in an ocean. You do not know the manner and way with which he spent the money. So, but what I'm saying is that it still went down to the people. Like it's still the organizers, the coordinators, and all that. These are the people that will still get the money. This money are still going to be spent by human beings, not broom or umbrellas. You feel me? So, but Ovie, I wanted to just touch on something, if you would permit me. And that issue is about the issue of Soludo's interview on China's television we show, and I would want to say this, that shame on Soludo. Shame on Soludo. Soludo has shown that he is part of the elites. Look, let me tell you, during the debate, there was a time and Andoba was accusing him of, or telling him that he took him to Obasanjo and all that, and he was denying it. When I looked at that exchange, I knew that Andoba was telling the truth. Apart from that, I know that Soludo has always been a proud man.
Now
So when you guys,
now, politically,
so when,
that is Obasanjo
so for Soludo, who won his election based off the foundation Peter Obi laid in Anambra State, because it wasn't off Obiano. If it was based on Obiano, Soludo would have lost that election. It was based off what Peter Obi did. Then the people of Anambra said, you know what?
The party was also given to Obi at the Battle of God now.
It is not about, see, Peter Obi could have still gone in there and messed up. But he went in there and delivered. That is the point. The reason why Soludo is sitting on that seat today, you say?
If he deliver, why couldn't he produce a successor?
Give his successor how?
He didn't produce a successor. His candidate didn't win when he was leaving. Somebody else won.
No. Obiano, you see, he had a candidate. The party had a candidate. It was a party issue. It wasn't about the populace. But when Obiano came out,
you said he make the party. So if you have the upper hand, if he actually build
the party. But you know how? Okay, look. Yesterday, right? One man played a clip where Chief Ume was talking about expanding ABGA. Peter Obi's job wasn't to come to expand his party. Peter Obi's job was coming there to do his job as the governor of Anambra State and leave.
But you said he corroborated. I'm asking you a question based on what you said.
No. He corroborated where necessary in terms of security and all that. But in the real sense of it, he didn't want to come and say, "I want to install a governor in Imo State. I want to, like the Jagaban way." But that was what Peter Obi wanted, and that's the reason why the people he chose to work with him were people that had, that were assets to the states. They were intelligent technocrats that were there doing the job.
We don't get time today. We are expecting.
Shame on Soludo.
Just hold on.
Anyway, he had better perform, because he's going to be a one-time governor. Like, you should watch it. Because with this thing he did, I'm just telling you, we're not going to forgive him for this thing. He must pay for it.
Joel, stop. We are going to be having show with it in an hour time, so we know.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you serious, Ovie? Are you serious?
Yes. Inshallah, yes. He's going to be with us in an hour, 1 hour from now. Exactly 1 hour from now. So it depends on your time. Kulata, let me throw the question with you, then I'll take it.
No, wait. I get to do one quick meeting. Continue. At the come.
Oh, okay. So let me just take out let me round up. I have to round this up because so that we prepare for the next clock. So man of prestige. Let me say I don't know, but I don't think one man is close by his system. So if for answer your question, I can't assess that future from my end.
Sorry, I'm here, and I was just waiting for a moment to acknowledge it. So yes, man of prestige that was received.
Okay.
I
just want to make sure, so we know the process to follow. Thank you.
Yeah, it came through. So we're slowly separating the actual millionaires from the audio millionaires on this platform of via the buy the coffee thing. So the ones that come here to make noise about closing $1 million deals, and the ones that don't make noise but they they support the platform. So the audio millionaires, the noise makers, we are separating them from the actual millionaires, like man of prestige. So well done, man of prestige. Yeah, it was received.
Hey, what am I wrong? Go? I don't know. Yeah, I think we are waiting for what's his name? Foley was supposed to, come up here and we finalize it. But he did talk to me before I come on the show that show will be with us 7 o'clock Nigerian time. So on my own time is an hour from now. It all depends on where you are. 7 o'clock Nigerian time.
Ovie, let me ask you this question real quick, please.
Yeah.
Please, can someone travel to Nigeria with expired passports?
I mean, I don't saw anybody that done
Only if you want to expire in Nigeria as well, you can do that.
No. What about see?
Yes,
I
American
forgot.
Not get your
passport.
I thought I had like a 4 years Nigeria visa. I didn't know it was 2 years, and they gave me that in 2018. So it actually expired in 2020. So I picked up my passport yesterday. I looked at it. I was like, oh my God.
Okay.
Like my passport.
Can I say something?
Wait first. Sorry. Is it
I just want to give my
expired
advice.
visa? No, just hold on first. Is it passport expired visa?
I say no, my Nigerian passport, right, has expired since, right? But my American passport is where I have the Nigerian visa.
The visa.
But that was so but that one has expired as well. But the passport itself, the American passport is still valid, right?
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
So I don't know. So I'm thinking of
Sorry, man of prestige.
Yeah, I'm trying to get exactly what he's saying. I mean, the American passport. I mean, you're an American citizen, right?
Yeah.
And your passport is valid, right? American passport, right?
Yeah.
I think you may be able to travel, but you're gonna have a problem getting into Nigeria. So you have to. You're gonna have.
You need visa.
Oh, you need visa.
I need visa. Yeah.
But with Nigeria, you can go without visa, right? Is that what you are trying to do?
As an American passport, he can go, but he can never enter Nigeria.
No. With American passport, you still need American visa. You still need the Nigerian visa.
You need visa, yeah. But what you are trying to do is to go with Nigerian passport without the visa, right?
I mean, any of them. I can go with any of them. I mean, I don't care. Like if the American one with.
So that the passport, you have to. I don't know if you can travel with expired Nigerian passport. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know people would like to say you can, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I'm just speculating because I never encountered something like that before. But I would just say maybe he can because of American passport, but he's not going to be able to get into Nigeria. The custom, we have to detain you, and you're of course going to pay a lot of money. It might be days. That's my opinion.
I think you need the NIN or something. You need a PIN before you can renew your passport now.
Yeah, all those things. Anyway, I think what I will do is what I will do is I'm coming. I'm traveling to Atlanta on Sunday.
I did. Now you heard me. Call me when you come.
Okay, now I'll go hear you.
I'll go one for you.
No, I go hear you when I show.
Make it talk to you. Get Atlanta now.
No.
I'm still a stranger here. I'm still passing by. I don't only that. I don't know anywhere. I hardly go out. But I'll roll one for with you when you show if you come.
No shaking. I go hail you when I show.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
So maybe you
should. Big boss, Nigerian musician will live for Atlanta. All of
Yeah, a lot of Nigerian, especially the movie stars and a lot of Nigerians.
The band live for Atlanta.
No. I come Atlanta well, though. I come Atlanta.
4 hours from you now.
I do come to Atlanta. It's just that like I've not been to Atlanta since I started coming on this show. So that was when I met you guys. So but next time I'm in Atlanta, I'm going to hit you up.
So maybe you call them, then you answer. But that you must get that NIS. Yes, I know. But there's a separate place they do it here too. I don't know, but somebody did it as of last week. I just renewed my own passport last. I renewed my I went to the embassy June 27th. It came out September 2nd or so. But
Joel,
I know.
sorry. Joel, a lot of people are saying you can actually go to Nigeria with an expired passport. Sheun Akitola is saying you can go without visa, also with expired Nigerian passport. A friend just got back from Nigeria with expired passport, even came back without renewing it. And then Victoria goes on to add, the Minister of Interior Rauf Aregbesola has directed the Nigeria Immigration Service to allow Nigerians in diaspora to return to Nigeria with their expired international passport, and that's been the case since July this year. So people
Okay,
are saying,
thank you.
But but I'm thinking, custom is going to try to play on his intelligence. He probably has to spend a small naira there, believe me.
yeah, it will, of course, now, whether even with expired or no expired passport,
Expired. Hell, I understand.
you have to
No,
send.
no problem, no problem. Once I'm inside Nigeria, there's a way we talk in Nigeria. Oga, calm down. Now, wait.
No.
You will not rake. You will not rake. Wait, you will not fight. Then now calm down. Okay, you
Hey,
now do
Joel,
the price. That's it.
Joel,
Yeah,
when you go down there, act like you know about the rule. Because if you don't act like you know about the rule, they're going to detain you. Try to
I
extort
know,
you.
I
So
know,
not
I
just to give
know,
them bribe, then go and detain you.
I know.
But make them.
I just hope that the directive wasn't to those ones in those war zone like Eastern Europe, Ukraine, and all that. I just hope that wasn't the directive to them. I mean, if it applied to all diasporans everywhere,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know, but it's okay.
But if I were you, I will still check. Forget about I said this information where they post here. I will still go to Atlanta and check. I mean, I'll call them. Or maybe Ovie can help
Because
you. That
My brother,
if you need Nigerian passport to travel, you no go travel this year. That I
No,
guarantee you.
I know. That's the reason why I'm looking for like anyway. I know if it's going to be so that's why I'm looking for like maybe like a visa, right? So if they would just like I know the visa is there in their office, they don't have to go to Nigeria to get it. So if they can give me that one, but telling me Nigerian passport, if I wait for Nigerian passport, my brother,
You know go come
no, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It won't
out.
happen.
Yeah, you can if you go anywhere. I want to say if you go to Ghana, then go home, but you still need a visa to Georgia in Ghana. Anyway.
No, I know. Okay, okay. It's like I don't know I don't know if American passport does not need a Ghana visa. But if I get to Ghana, I will always make it home. Now, if you reach Ghana, you always pick up. Once you're there, once you're in Ghana, you enter ABC transport. You enter ABC. You drive via the bus,
Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, I don't know. I'm thinking of this. I'm trying to shut it down for sure, but what do I even know sure? But I have no doubt he's going to show, up, even though I'm not spoken to him one on one.
So can we continue on subject before you come now? Let's talk about Nigeria. Unless you want to talk about American politics, then I can, I can school you on that.
Nah, don't worry. Why you say you go school me on that?
I'm just messing with you.
I know. What do you guys think? Should I continue or should I go prepare for show? If you know show, if you show.
Are you making a preparation? If you have to make a preparation, then we can come back. I mean, I don't know what kind of preparation you made, but whatever is better for you. That's my opinion.
All right. Let me see. Yeah, let's go to who never excuse me. Who never talk? Who never talk? Everybody has spoken.
I think Kulata hasn't spoken.
Yeah, Kulata is on the board meeting. Cutting deals, saying the meeting.
I think say today na vacation. Today na holiday. Veteran Day. I'm sorry, I'm different. So
it's Friday. Which are you? Oh, you now 17th. No, 17th and then a Saturday now.
No, today's Friday.
Yeah.
But today is Veteran Day in America.
Veterans Day.
Yeah, a lot of federal
Are you a
government and
veteran?
state. Federal government and state are not working. I mean, I work like, I don't normally work on Friday. I work like about 4 days a week, so I'm not working today. Most of the time, I'm off on Friday. Every now and then, I work on Friday, so. But I'm off. So a lot of people are off today.
Today is Veterans Day.
I like to the gossip they sweet me. I don't want to go back to our reality.
Well, let's talk about what's going on in Nigeria. Pick a subject.
Now the reality be that now.
The exchange rate, if you're looking for a topic of here, the exchange rate is, I think I saw today that it's like 720. It dropped.
Yeah, it has gone down.
So the dollars,
I'm wondering the reasons.
Yeah, exactly. What could be the reason though? Could it be that the dollar is redesigned?
I think they said government did something.
People are looking for dollar or something.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be rising, right? If they are looking for more dollar, it looks like because they are chasing those below the exchange guys, you know, that the demand for dollar is now maybe a little bit lower. I also saw the interest rate, you know, in the US has come down. Is it the inflation rate? I think it's come down a little bit.
Yeah.
And other European, I think euros and yen are appreciating against dollar. So something happened in the course of the last couple of days.
Ed,
yeah.
Do you know what happened yesterday? The stock market went over the roof because of they talk about the inflation going down. I mean, the stock market went over the roof.
It wasn't a midterm. Maybe that's part of it, but I did check it out. If there was a report on the inflation rate, I think it was like it dropped, you know, from 8 something to 7 something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the stock market, you know, because they like.
Yeah, that's why it rises. Not necessarily the midterm. I don't think the business people are, you know, happy that.
It's about it. Right.
What are you guys talking? What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about?
We are talking about money, brother.
Yes.
No, you
because of the change in government. It is because of the shift in government that affect the stock market.
No, it's not about the midterm because
it'll be your
phone. Are you serious? No, not in Nigeria. Not in Nigeria money drop. Oh, talking about America. Are you guys serious?
I'm telling you, Ovie, go check. I said go check. You know, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, or something like that, they announced the inflation rates came out.
It was due to the midterm.
Oh my God.
Are you guys just following politics? Again, watch out when they do primaries. When Democrat and Republic do primaries, watch the stock exchange.
Okay, Ovie.
What when they do election? What after the
election?
I say
something, Ovie?
You guys
the way you ration things, you know, it's funny to me.
But how much is it now? How much is the naira to dollar now?
Mr. Ed, are you still? Oh, you there in Europe, sir? You don't go, so you go this strange.
Sorry,
Mr. Ed.
I you in Europe, so what I'm saying may be strange to you.
How much is the naira?
No, it's not strange to me. No, it's not strange.
Because if you think what I'm saying is funny, that means it's strange to you.
No. So what I say is that you discount. No. The reason I was laughing is that you are discounting I think the report on the inflation rate. That's what I'm saying. That's has nothing to do with it. That's how I was. Maybe the midterm is also part of it, but that's not the whole truth.
I'm saying it's the midterm result that caused the change that you saw on the inflation. I'm not saying what is responsible for that change.
The midterm caused the inflation.
Let me correct you.
Oh my God!
Are you correct you?
That's no. I think you got me wrong. You said the inflation dropped. Maybe something happened within the airline. Is that what you are saying?
No. Maybe that's why I say go find the space. Because look, the way they do, I think every quarter or maybe every, I don't know how often they release a retrograde. Let's say, for example, the last 3 months, the Federal Reserve or something will release.
Are you talking about
every quarter? Yeah, every quarter. Quarterly they release the inflation rate. So, but if you say that's what I said, that was a little bit weird that you're saying that the midterm has something to do with inflation because inflation happened before the midterm. It's just a report that was released. That's what I mean. Yeah.
No. Okay, that's not okay. I got you wrong. That's not what.
Please, what's the dollar exchange rate now to the naira?
720 is what I saw today.
Oh, 720. Oh, it came down.
Yeah. It came. That's one big time. It was like 9 something, like a few days ago. 920 or whatever. It came to 720. So people, yeah.
I'll see now. I know if you talk when I see Mona talk. By the time I call one person now.
What do you mean the topic now?
We go begin go against ourselves. I was actually trying to bring that Naira drop and see why. I saw it, but I just refused to pay attention to it. I was like, it will still shift again. But anyway, let's
But Ovie, do you know a guy called El Boba or something like that? You know, it's like a pastor or something like that, a prophet, you know, whatever from the north.
well,
But I think a minister in the south. He had a video up yesterday endorsing Obi. I don't know what that means. But it looks like the guy's going to be popular, but he's telling a lot of stories.
it's
Maybe
not from the
you are
north
familiar
now.
with the northern space.
It's not from the north because you're talking about Suleiman, Pastor Suleiman, right?
Not Suleiman. No, it's called Prophet Isa El Boba.
Oh,
you don't know him?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. No. He's been on the Obi case for a minute now.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. But it came out yesterday to like he was doing something like I think it was a video. I saw a video online where he announced, you know, like officially his endorsement, something like that.
Joel and San Diego and the Obi supporters. Where is the manifesto?
The manifesto is coming. Don't worry about the manifesto.
Everybody don't get manifesto.
Obi is a working manifesto.
Kolata, are you looking for something to read?
And now, of course, now I read that draft. I read the draft that they retracted, and I know why they retracted it. I read that draft.
I think Can you send me your Insta handle? I can send you some stuff, you know, if you want. Since you like to be the
legit? Is it the legit manifesto or just
legit? No, not the manifesto, but other stuff. Because you're the data guy, right? The research man for one man show.
I'm not the data. Everybody else call me that. I'm just someone that uses his spare time to do nonsense.
He's a terrible research guy.
I'm systematically, you know, asking whether or not, you know, you can be my conduit, you know, to get the information across, you know, because it looks like when you go out there, you're only looking for the negative news, you know, but you try to ignore the positive ones about.
No, I'm critical. I'm critical, but I can tell you all the positive news about Obi.
Eddie, what do you want to?
It's good to share that now to make that, you know, to balance it out,
Eddie,
you know.
What do you got?
I do now. Huh? I do. It's only people who react to my negative.
Give me your Insta. We'll send it to you. You can view that. I mean, huh?
I'll send. Check the chat.
Yeah. Put it on the comment. Put it on the comment. Your Insta handle. Put it on the comment.
Kulata.
Eddie, what do you have?
Sir.
Kulata. I wanted to ask you a question. What do you think about the seeming denial of public utilities for Peter Obi? Is against Peter Obi? Is becoming a trend, and that is so wrong.
What denial of public utilities? Oh, by APC governors and PDP governors
and PDP governors. I mean, it is unbearable.
It's unbearable,
but it is part of the game, though, because that's the thing is, Labour Party, when we say no structure, it's part of no structure because now they can stifle him. They're going to stifle him because they're not just going to like allow him to run trains over them now. You know.
No, but is that not illegal though, Kolata? That's illegal now.
It's not right. I'm not going to say it's right.
No, it's not like it's not right, but it's also illegal in the electoral law.
What is not right?
I've not read that electoral law, so I don't know, but it's probably not correct. I mean, it's probably not the right thing to do, but it's also one of those gray areas where it will be difficult to prove. Or if you decide to go to court, you may not get any answer for you in a year or so. So Obi should expect to have when they stifle Obi, they don't give him good venues. They block venues. They give excuses that they're working on this. They're constructing
the money we are talking about. You don't get power. Nobody will give you something for free. That's a fact.
No. You're
not getting it. No,
it's not the money. It's not the money that is the issue. It is outright denial.
Okay, it's not supposed to be money. You're supposed to have the right to organize, constitutional right to organize, and the only thing
to use that facility.
Organize where? Listen, now let's take it. Organize now. Right of organization, I think, is one of our constitutional rights. And the only thing you need to do is there's no disorderly conduct.
You have the right to
Exactly.
rally.
If it's wait now, you guys are being. I know you guys are not being fair here. You understand? If I run a state as listen, now if I run a state as a governor, right? I have the right to say, wait now, listen. I can't tell you not to come and gather, but I can tell you where you can and where you cannot gather. Because now me they feel the pain.
Yes, you're right. Yes, you can. You can. But
but I'm not saying not come.
But if there's no, but the only thing is, I think
why would you do so? Why would you do such? That is ironic.
Because I mean they feel the pain. I mean they feel
no be the pain. No be the feel the pain. There is insurance. The players get insurance. It means that you have a leadership failure. Your leadership failure should not be. You should not use no. Let's put it right.
Hold on. Let's take the hold on. You asked me a question as a governor of a state. Where the thing they pay me, right? I have a venue in Ogbomoso Road. Like maybe that's the name of the street.
It's not yours. It's not yours. Don't say your venue. It's not your venue. It's the state. It's the people's venue.
Ovie, you know that those governors have to make up. They have to make up shitty excuses to deny.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. That's it. You're asking me, and I will tell you. I will justify reason why. I will tell you.
They give the same place to church to do crusade. Can you imagine?
Bros.
Wait. Did Edo State people deny Obini today? Should be supposed to.
Yes, now they deny him even two venues. Two venues.
They deny him 2 venues. The stadium and
yes, now 2.
Yeah,
then they have to do it on the street. So they not fill the street. They not flood the street.
If you go to Twitter, the Edo people they are not gathering on the street. They lock out all the streets and all the opinions.
They lock up all the streets for Edo State.
Yeah.
They lock up all the streets for Benin.
That's what's going on now.
Why do you guys like to complain? Let's have a conversation. We complain too much.
Come on.
The reason why. Stop complaining.
I thought Obaseki was almost at obedience now.
I cannot believe you guys.
I'm telling you,
guys.
You guys listen.
Can you control this place? Let's talk one at a time.
Eddie, can you guys listen? Let's have a conversation, please. Because it's easy to complain.
What is it's not a complaint. So
can you
what
just
is the issue?
Can you listen?
Okay, go ahead.
Can you listen? Can you listen?
Go ahead.
When would they talk to become a president? Not something you just wake up by yourself. I want to become president, right? When would they talk about there's a correlation between campaign money and electability? What we are saying that people will believe in you that you can actually protect their interest and they will go all out, right? If you are having difficulty securing a venue in Benin, that's because you have not done your job in Benin to reach the right people who will speak on your behalf to get whatever venue you want. That's exactly what it means. If I want to go Medugri today, I don't know anybody from Medugri now.
Ovie, quick question before you go.
Come on now. Come on, Ovie. Come on, Ovie.
Ovie, let me ask you a question.
Now.
Ovie, let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
You know, Labour Party is pretty strong in Edo State. So, is it categorical? Wait. Calm down now. Make I ask you. Say, is it categorical? Say, anything that Labour Party will have done today in terms of a rally is going to impact Edo people negatively, or there's some risk? Because on what pretext is Obaseki denying Obi rally in his preferred venue? What do you know the excuse?
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. I might not be giving an excuse that he has.
But do you know this particular excuse? Do you know this particular one?
Myself as a governor, if I'm a governor of a state, right? And I don't want rally to take place in this secondary school. I have reason why I will give you why it should not happen. Because if
can you do that against Tinubu?
Again, isn't that what we are talking? That's why I take the other route.
I want land somewhere now. Just answer me.
You know why it no go happen? You know why it no go happen to Tinubu? Why? Because it's structure in Benin are to the right people. Not be everybody make noise for street. People that matters in Benin, that's who he knows, and that's who he's going to go to. People that will call the governor to order without necessarily giving an excuse. That's structure.
So this is a Labour Party weakness, not necessarily an Obi weakness.
Of course.
Okay,
presidential we're talking about here, my brother. Not be one person fights. That's why Kabal they come together to rescue, to do the thing. It's beyond that. That is structure we are talking about. So not what they make much get.
Joel, you guys, Obi has a tough time. Honestly, it's not going to be easy.
Okay, can I
the issue there is this, Kolata. The issue there is that Ovie spoke like a normal African leader. You know,
that's
without
how the game is played. That's how we play.
No, I'm just telling you, leaders without conscience, leaders without respect for the rule of law, leaders that have no humanity in them, leaders that have no competition in them, leaders that believe that they need to keep people down in order to ride on that. And it's not like they are riding high, they are still riding below the radar. But whenever they see someone trying to think out of the box, the problem is like they try to sandwich the person, belittle the person.
That is the reality of
it has nothing to do with structure. It has everything to do with wickedness. No. It has everything to do with wickedness. And the thing there is this. Look, let me tell you, it's just like what happened. You see, when you laugh at what happened to Obi, you laugh at yourself. Because if that governor, hold on. If that governor has the right to do that to Obi, right, that is a presidential candidate, who are you? That is the point they're trying to say across to you. But you that is being oppressed, you don't see it that way. You see it to Obi. No, if something like that happens, know that it is happening to you. You are, look at that person, look at that mirror. That mirror, that action is speaking to you. As normal Nigerians. It's just like the other day.
Hold on. Obi is not a saint. He's a politician. He has won election before.
Forget this place.
Can you just listen now?
Can I intervene?
People did that on his behalf. Either you know or you don't know. People do it in some small area. Just because it's not big doesn't mean it's not a saint. It's a politician. He knows the game. That's the problem here. It is a game between these people. You can put emotion.
Can we have a level playing field? That's the only thing we are talking about. Have a level playing field. Live and let's live.
Now. Did anybody say don't come and campaign?
See, let me tell you.
This place.
See, let me tell you something. Look. You know, we are really underestimating this issue. We are really like looking at it. Look, let me tell you. In this election, look, I'm telling you, this 2022 election, it better be fair. It better be fair because look, these people you are seeing. Look, I am seeing the passion.
Yeah. How do you say they're different kind of fairness? Like what they're doing now is still covered legally, right? So there's the difference between rigging and also maybe suppressing. This is part of voter suppression because Obi is trying to canvass for votes now. So they're suppressing his efforts to canvass for votes, but they're using legal channels to do it. So that's structure.
Oh well, look. Any structure, where Peter Obi captured is when he said it's a structure of criminality. You see why it's a structure of criminality? Because they are robbing us.
It's the result that matters at the end now. It's not the garbage.
Joel, as I said, Obi has been in this game for a minute. It's not
prestige.
Not a new guy.
Yeah.
It's not new. He knows the game. They don't rig election for that before. They have rigged election before during this time, so it's not new.
Let me say something. Sometimes I don't know if you just want to play a contrary in order to.
No, the game is wrong. The game is not. It's not for the fainted. It's not for the faint-hearted. They said it now. It's dangerous. That is real. Now, power would they talk here? They keep people like foul because of power, and you are here complaining because they don't allow you go campaign and you are complaining. Then you don't know the competition way they're going for.
Okay.
You look at the for the past 20 years. I've been around for past 30 years. You won't come deny at the last minute, and you should make it not take your head. Put them for road, you go take them. Nothing go happen. It's not good. It's dangerous, but guess what? Now the life we will live with that.
So, Prestige, what you suggest? Honestly, if I go advise Obi people, I will say if they're stifling you too much in this kind of massive rally strategy, just do something more organic. Because what he needs right now is voter canvassing. You need to convince the unconvinced. That's what he needs, because that's how he needs to make his numbers. Like all these for show rallies is just for show. He's preaching to the choir.
If you remember, Kulata, I said it here. I said when the job will mature, we could look for Obi rallies. We not go see for TV or anywhere. I said it. We go to find to see where we see Obi. We not go see him because men go not occupy everywhere. Now they get all the infrastructure. They are in control.
No. You cannot. You cannot suppress us in the media.
Somebody speak now, please.
Go ahead.
Suppress you in the media.
Obi, can you just calm down? Let somebody
go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Obi, sometimes I don't know if you really, because I'm looking at you here right now. You don't strike me like somebody who the way you speak, if you're just speaking to generate traffic, because I look at you as somebody who is who is honest and direct, but sometimes I don't know if you do all this just to generate traffic, in my opinion, because you can tell what is right and what is wrong.
What have I said that is out of that people are
prestige? Obi is being factual. So what do you have a problem with the facts?
Yeah, okay. He's being factual in his own opinion. Okay, let's say he's factual.
No, I'm not. Obi is actively getting blocked. What part of that is not a fact?
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying
whether it's good or bad. It's just saying that is what is going to happen.
Exactly. People are getting it wrong.
People in the state have the right to assemble, whether structure or no structure.
They did not ask you not to assemble now. They didn't tell you not to assemble. Did they tell you not to assemble?
They did.
They just dictate where it's going to assemble.
They didn't just give you the venue you wanted. Not to assemble now.
They deny him the avenue, stadium and some other places that is big to organize the assembly. So you're denying the people right to assemble. It's not all about Obi. But,
man of prestige.
Yeah.
At a point whereby there's insecurity everywhere. People don't live in stadium. People have to come from every nook and cranny of Edo to come into the stadium. Right?
Yes.
And the man is telling you that, man, it cannot guarantee people that will come from the village to come and assemble in one place at this point of time in our country. It's not advisable. I can't guarantee you.
He didn't say anything about guarantee. He said, I'm going to deny you the access. It's different by guarantee.
I'm looking for this news. I can't find it.
Prestige. For anybody come and in this game that they call politics, right? I talked about before. I said the rules within the political circle. Now only them they write them, they only them they edit them. Now they have the power to do and undo with that. We don't have the control. That is the bad aspect of the politics we are playing. Now the guys where they play them, and then they say their rules. Now then they did their rules. Now then they take them down. They do whatever they want. So he knows. I'm saying that Obi is not a rule. Obi is not a rule.
Because a lot of people listening to us, people not from Nigeria, they're going to say this is how Nigeria.
Prestige, that doesn't matter now. That's Obi's opinion now.
Happening.
It's just relaying to you what he thinks is going to happen. You can't.
I'm condemning the whole thing. That's it.
Yeah, but you should go and complain to Obaseki. It's not Obi. Obi is not carrying. He's not carrying anything.
Let me give you one clear example.
But if some people listen to Obi, they're going to think that he's perpetuating the whole thing.
No. It is you. It is you that is thinking like that. But people, Obi knows that which I talk is not true. It's being in the system. They don't win election for him. You know I ain't win election. Does he know?
Look, Prestige, Joel, and all Obi supporters, you guys know that for Obi to be able to win this election, it has to be a miracle. And before a miracle happens, things need to happen miraculously.
If you think it's a miracle, Kulata, there's no problem. If you think it's a miracle, right? Allow him be. If you feel, because remember, Kulata, excuse me. Remember, we went from only online. They started seeing us on the streets.
That's rhetoric.
From us on the street. Hold on. From on the street, they started telling us that we are 4.5 people in a room. We went past all these trades. Even on this show, Kulata told me that it's like obedience are going down. Stuff like that.
It's going down now, but it is going down.
No, he's not. It's just that you guys they are suppressing us. But you know what?
Hold on. You guys, Kulata went to America.
No, you follow.
Listen to this. The former vice president, former vice president, as powerful as he is, he go rally for Borno. What happened? They attacking convoy.
But they got him in the stadium.
if to say that Obi there, we for no hear, we for no hear.
No, but we don't hear what? We don't hear what? They're in the news everywhere. They're in the news everywhere.
It is part of the game. You have to say, now them, they do them. Not be me and you send talk go there. Now them. It is them.
So, but it's in the news. It's in the news. PDP is not shutting up about it. They are out shouting in the news. That's the point.
It is how it is. If your structure, if your organization is strong, you will not be swayed, no matter what they throw at you. You understand?
Please.
And you know, one thing though, PDP is going to give Obi, they're going to show Obi Pepe, because Obi's votes affects PDP more than APC. So
okay. It's
going to backfire.
But see, Kulata, do you know what is happening now?
What?
They must see, you know that Peter Obi already has his block. The people that have made up their mind they're going to vote Obi, he already has his block. But you know what is going on now? See, there are that is over 30 something percent undecided voters. What you do not want to do in this election is to give him a sympathy vote. With this operation going on, you might create a situation. It will be like a tsunami where you say it's a miracle. That miracle will come to pass, and the way it's going to happen, you're going to be shocked. This thing they are doing all the time, it's in the news. The people are talking about it.
Let me give you one. May I give you one blunt truth? What you will pray for, right? How una will take contain una temper, because what the ruling party wants, just like what Kulata mentioned earlier on, what they call voter suppression. What they want at the right time is fight to happen between obedient supporter and bad supporter. That fight will create fear for people not to come out and vote in mass.
What kind of fight you talking about?
If you guys call for it, it don't finish, because it can only happen within the southeast and the southwest. Every other place will go on fine. So if you not study on that paper now, it is going to happen.
You're playing a tribal card there, Ovie, what you just said.
Ovie.
That's what it's doing. That's what people are saying for Meduguri. They go attack people who never come for Onitsha. They go attack for Lagos.
Did you see what they did to Atiku in Borno State? Did you guys see what they did to Atiku in Borno State?
Yes, I saw it.
So if you guys know
part of the game,
control and mind and temper, now they go push it as so that you go explode. And guess what? To your disadvantage.
Okay, let me say something. Yes. I completely agree with what you have said. The reason why I said that's what I was going to say. They feel like they're intimidating them right now, voter suppression. But remember, that's what we call a sympathy vote. I mean, people are aware of what is going on about the suppression of Obi, rally and everything. This is just a party rally. That's not going to stop people from rallying for the party rally. They will, that's where they have to use suppression, but they will still happen. Look at what happened in the street all over the state. So that does not mean that's not going to suppress anybody who wants to vote Obi, because the awareness is still going to be there, and they're going to be a sympathy vote when it comes to that. So everything they're doing is going to backfire. In my own opinion, it doesn't matter.
It's funny when Joe is talking about sympathy votes. I remember when I brought it up about regarding Tinubu, how would they insult Tinubu, they shit for body, blah blah. I said, come, if we don't let this guy be, you guys are going to push him to a point that people have.
No, that is different. That is different.
We are talking about sympathy votes.
Sympathy vote is sympathy votes now.
No. And let me explain why it's different.
I said it before. I'm surprised that the Jew now believe that there's something like that, because he was against it. He came out with Muslims. Say, nothing like that.
Let me tell you the difference. Because when we're talking about when you talk about sympathy vote, when it comes to Tinubu, it's about his health. He's not going to generate any kind of sympathy, because people who believe, who want to play conscience about his head, is still going to believe in that.
The word there
is not going to swear anybody.
The word there is sympathy, man of prestige.
The most reliable voting bloc are the elderly. So if they see they're attacking their fellow elderly, They you
Okay,
feel
that's only going to be a section.
Joel, you cannot tell me what
that's
to
only
have
going to happen in
sympathies
a
on.
section of the country.
You
Maybe
cannot tell me what to have sympathies on, Joel. You cannot tell me what to have sympathies on.
Prestige wants to rely on the most unreliable voting bloc in the world, the youths.
That's a lie.
That's a good one, Kulaka.
There will be power that day. You go there home, they play game. They with your babe, they do some kind play ball or something. It's gonna be interesting. And people when
Do
they
not
dance
worry. Do not worry. This
West Coast.
election, the youths will be out in this election.
Joel, let me give you good news. Now where the back was say, if they rig the election, Nigeria go scatter. Let me tell you one hot truth. Come 2022, let's see the Nigerian state openly rig Obi out, rig Tinubu out, give it to Atiku or Konkozo. Guess what? Nothing will happen. If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. It's as simple as that.
Okay, there's no problem. I'm not wishing that. I'm not wishing that on Nigeria. But
no, because
what I'm
we are
telling you
getting
is that
it wrong. We can be online. They shout. Yeah.
I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
We will not fly home. Me and you will not fly home. Say we won't go wage bullet. We're not going to do it. That's a fact.
Look.
So we can check out what we want.
When EndSARS happened, when
EndSARS
happened, we weren't there. What I'm just telling you is that.
How many diaspora people they kill?
Hold on now. Hold on. What my point is this, right? The uprise is not going to be. It's not going to start from us outside. It's going to start from within. Right, so you cannot start an uprising from outside. The uprising has to start from within. So what I'm saying is this: if there is an uprising in Nigeria, that nobody should blame anybody. You get where I'm coming from? So that is my point. So because the oppression is seen out there. It is seen, and these people. You need to see these people on the street today in Benin City. It was. You find out that they're angry. They're angry.
Joel, let me ask you one question again, right? Because I have seen my mind there on daily book. Don't die for the hour. Let me ask you this question, right, Joel? Let's say as today, me and you, the only interest waiting join us together say we are Nigerians. That's our number one interest, right? Then bonus there. The other thing maybe what we have as an investment. Let's say in total we have $1 billion investment. That's what we have in Nigeria. Big happen. What length can you go to protect and secure your investments, whatever it is? Maybe you go carry AK-47. Now, that's just on $1 billion, right? There are people who have hundreds of billions across that country. What do you think they will use to defend their interests if you carry AK-47?
Ovier, look, let me tell you. Whatever weapon they're going to carry, whatever weapon they're going to carry, will be carried by a human being. Will be carried by a human being, right? So this one you're talking about, it does not apply. You see what is going on in Ukraine today, right? They came with all the attacks, and you see where they're using just a bump of $200 to bomb tanks worth $4 million just from a drone, from a commercial drone. So
you see the watch CNN and first. Just listen. That's a war. Let me tell you, that's a war against another country. Now, that are just small, that people will go at any length, they will carry bombs just to defend their. Now you're talking about, because I'm saying this because it's very easy for us to say yes.
I am not telling you. I am not saying that's what's going to happen. I am not praying. I am not wishing that. I am just telling you that when you push people to the wall, that people have the tendency to fight back.
Nobody
election to be free and fair.
But Joel, see now, let's not get too emotional about this thing, because Obi still hasn't completed the barest minimum right now, which is to get the spread. He doesn't have the spread, and you're talking about people going
living with a small spread. Now, living with a small spread. That is
I'm living in now, but I'm just saying that there's no basis. There's no basis to say it's cheated. There's no basis to say it's cheated or it's going to be cheated.
It's the same thing Buhari did with Nnamdi Kanu. Right? It's in certain because that's the same scenario.
What does Kanu have to do with this? Someone is running
no.
to be president. He loses election.
Okay,
so someone wants separationist. I mean, wants a state by himself. They're different things.
A relation. No, I just wanted to tell you something. Look at the angle where I'm coming from. You see, Nnamdi Kanu existed during Jonathan. Jonathan ignored him. The moment Buhari started paying him attention, by way of the Python dance and all that, he made him a little god. This thing you are doing against Obi right now, he might be, if he was doing his campaign, people might look at it like, okay, it's just normal. But when you start oppressing him, people will start asking questions. You are building a god out of that man when you are doing stuff like that. At the end of the day, Obi might not be the best for us, but in their minds, there is nothing you're going to tell those people, because the way you're oppressing them, because they're already seeing you as part of the people that is oppressing them. That is my point. So these people you are talking about,
that is a very good point.
You understand what I'm saying? So they are seeing Obaseki right now as a devil, right? Yes. Because they feel like they supported Obaseki to be the governor when the odds were against him. And now
that's a do watch or Naija watch that will be feeling like that now. That's just
no. I'm just telling you what is going on the street. I'm just telling you what's going on the street of Edo as we speak. It's unfair.
But I can't find this thing anywhere. I've been looking for it practically.
What's going on, man? Are you still going?
Well, because I don't know. I'm trying to call him fully. It's not reachable. So I don't know.
I've reached him. We're 10 minutes away from. We're 5 minutes away from.
Okay, maybe.
Correct. Thank you, one man.
Say one man dress up for the interview. Make we see.
Is it not just some guy from the creeks? When Tinubu is coming on or Buhari, then I will dress up or I think
one man you need to show respect. This is
no, I'm only joking. I'll put on a blazer. Yeah.
Is it just you and the guy, or you go bring in panelists?
It'll be me, Ovi, Showore, hopefully. And then Foley, the
Showore supporter.
The guy the enabler that enables the thing.
Okay.
And then if Ajale Koko turns up, of course, if Ajale Koko doesn't turn up, and if you want to turn up, because I
know the guy. I know him. I don't want to mess in that space.
No, you might well, because it's not going to be, of course, it's not here to be attacked, but I think he's anticipating that we'll ask him probing questions.
Tough questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I trust you, one man. You know how you feel about it.
No, I'm not going. It's a guest, so it's a different
I'm just saying you're gonna ask him a tough question. That's what I mean.
All right, so maybe you want to round off and gather yourself. I was surprised to see you were still on, but there it is.
All right. Obedient. Don't cry about spilled milk. Expect more from PDP states. Don't cry.
Kulata,
don't worry.
Kulata, let me respond to you. We are good with the suppression. It's gonna backfire. Okay, the sympathy vote is gonna go to us. So just watch out on that.
All right, gentlemen, we're going to round off here. Sorry, I'm echoing back to myself. So we're going to round off here and then reconvene in the other space. All right. So see you on the other side.